Does my hair look weird? I can't even, I don't care. Hey guys, it's Jazz. Are you guys ready for a little story time? So, a little disclaimer. I may or may not be, overreacting in this story, but that's just who I am. I overreact with everything. If you have clicked on this video because of the title, which I'm thinking it's maybe, I almost died at Disneyland. Did I use the quotations right? I don't even know. It's kinda true. I mean, it's really not, but it kinda is. A little information for you guys. If you have been on the internet or if you've been to Disneyland in the past couple of months, then you know that there's a new craze going around called the rose gold mini ears. If you have seen them, then you know that they are absolutely beautiful. They are very, very difficult to get your hands on. Like, seriously, the moment they bring them out into the store, it's like they're pretty much sold out. It's ridiculous. This story has to do with the rose gold or millennial pink Mickey or mini ears. I hear something. These ears are very highly coveted. Everybody wants them. They're absolutely beautiful. There's really nothing special about them except that the color is just absolutely phenomenal. Onto the story as to where I almost died. I don't even remember when I went. It was like last week sometime or whatever. I noticed that an unusual amount of people were wearing them. So I checked on the Instagram page, the hashtag rose gold mini ears, and 7 hours prior someone had posted saying like, oh, I finally got my ears. So we walked into, I don't know the name of the store. I think it's called like Elias & Co. or something like that. I don't know. But my boyfriend was like, hey, let's go check it out. And I was like, they're not gonna have them there. So I was all in my pissy little mood. I couldn't find them anywhere. He was like, hey, go ask her. And I was all like, no, the anxiety. I don't want to ask anybody. So I did eventually go up to the worker and I was like, okay, I know you're tired of hearing this, but I'm looking for those rose gold ears. Have you seen them? And she told me that there's a store down the street in California Adventure that sells them, and she said that last she knew they were not sold out, they still had them, and I was like, oh, like I need to get over there like right now, and I was like hardcore raging. I didn't even have time to go to my boyfriend. I ran to that store because like all the stores are connected, and I saw people, adults, with like bands all the way up their arm with like Mickey ears, because I think the limit's like 10. It shouldn't be, but the limit is like 10. So people were buying them at like 10 at a time, and then they turn around and they sell them on eBay for like no lie, like 80 bucks. Like, there are some going online for $80, and I was this close to shelling out for them because like I need them in my life. So I asked a couple of people like, hey, where'd you get those? Hey, where'd you get those? And people were just like, oh, over there, pointing, and I was like, oh, okay, great, thanks. Then this one gentleman, I asked him and I was like, hey, where did you get those? I've been looking all over for them. You have no idea. And he was like, here, sweetie, let me take you. So he was like, follow me. And I was following him, and he had to like guard me because people were literally running to go get them. Like, it was insane. It was like that scene from The Lion King where the gazelles are all like, ah, like right before that really sad part. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I finally get there and I see them on the wall, and he's like pointing there, and he's like, they're right there on the wall. And I was all like, okay, great, thanks. And he kind of had to block me from a couple of people because people were literally pushing me out of the way. Like, there were grown adults pushing children out of the way for these ears. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, this is like a little 7-year-old that just really wants these really beautiful ears, and you're just gonna push them just so you could make money? What the fuck? Anyways, so I somehow made my way to the wall. People were literally pushing me and shoving me out of the way, but because I'm such a tiny little Jazz, I found a way to like crawl through the crevices of people. I was like on my knees, like crawling on the floor, and I grabbed like as many as I could. And I like was like, yes! And I finally like got up from this crowd of people, and I was like laughing, and I was like, ha ha, I got them, I got these ears. And so I ran to go find my boyfriend, and I had like maybe like 3 or 4 of them in my hand, and I was like, babe, which ones are the prettiest? And he was like, they all look the same. Like, they all literally look the same. And I was like, no, this bow is crooked. The other one doesn't have as much stuffing in the ears as the other ones do. Help me pick the perfect one. And he was like, they all look the same to me. You're crazy. And I was like, you knew I was crazy. Long story short, I ended up getting my ears. I was super excited, yet on the verge of like dying. Like, I'm just really happy that I was able to get out of there alive. And with my pair of ears, you probably can't see them, but like, can you see them? Can you see them now? You guys, like, aren't they so beautiful? I'm in love with this color. What is the appeal for these? I don't know. I just know that I really, really like them. They're really pretty. And my boyfriend was like, well, how do you feel knowing that every time you go into Disneyland now, you're going to see people with the exact same thing as yours? And I'm like, I'm Jejun. I wear these way better than anybody else. Just kidding. No, but seriously, it's not even about like, oh, like, I have them, so now look at me. Well, kind of, I guess. It's like, because now I get to like share them with the world and make people jealous, like, of the people that don't have them. I'm honestly kind of a tad ecstatic about that. Ecstatic? Ecstatic. Ecstatic. Is that a word? I don't know. But, I mean, the main reason was just because I wanted them for myself. I wanted them because I liked them, and it doesn't really matter, like, if everyone else has them. Like, they weren't meant to really be, like, you know, one of a kind. I mean, I think that's what they were intending at first, but then they knew, like, oh, hello, like, I'm making money off of this, why not, you know, sell a million more? So, I don't care if, like, every girl or boy in the park has the same ears as me, because it's just, when it comes down to it, I have them because I wanted them, and now I'm happy. So, I'm pretty ecstatic. Yeah. Alrighty guys, so that was my kind of-ish true video on how I almost died at Disneyland. Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to, please subscribe. The subscription button is down below. You can become a member of the Wolf Pack. Also, if you click that little bell, there's like a bell down here. I just learned this. There's like a bell, and you click it, and like you get like my notifications or something. I just thought that like once you subscribe, you automatically get my notifications. Who knew? But if you would like to get the notifications of this lovely face, then go ahead and click the bell and subscription button. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go. Oh, also I have an Instagram and Facebook. I'll put the links down below in the description box. Okay, bye! I'm really excited. Like, I don't want to take these off. I almost wore these to work the other day. I will wear them in public. Like, I will wear them around the house naked, because everybody knows I like to walk around the house naked. People didn't know that. Now you do. Okay, bye guys!